Hello, welcome back to my channel. So it's been a difficult week for sure with Life After Lockup not being on last Friday. So it's been kind of hard finding content. So I'm going to switch gears and talk about 90 Day, the Single Life Season 2, specifically about Debbie. Because I felt so bad for her by the end of the episode because she was crying after getting friend zoned and trying to put herself out there. It was a mess, so let's get into it. So it's been over 13 years since Debbie's husband and Colt's father passed away, and Debbie's ready to put herself back out there. So Colt, her son, his wife Vanessa set Debbie up with a blind date, and Debbie was super nervous because she has no idea anything about this dude. She doesn't even know what the dude looks like. So Debbie said she's hoping she has somebody who's fun, who likes a cocktail and is laid back. And you can tell Debbie's a boomer when she said she was looking for someone to have sexual relations with. It just made me think of, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. So Debbie's date, he shows up and his name is Edward, and he had an accent because he's from Manchester, England, and he's 60 years old, but he looked good for his age. I thought he was like in his early mid 50s. So Colt met Debbie's date Edward at the door, and he came down like how a dad would do, like meeting his teenage daughter's boyfriend before a homecoming dance, and it was making Edward feel awkward and telling Edward, no funny business with my mother, mister. And then Debbie came out. When she came out, she lit up like a damn Christmas tree. She seemed thrilled at the sight of Edward. So Debbie said she thought he was super handsome, adorable, and huggable. And she loved his accent. When Debbie and Edward got in the car, Edward asked Debbie if her son always meets the guy that Debbie goes out on dates with at the door. And Debbie said that she's new to dating, so her and her son are all still trying to get used to it. Then Debbie tries to have small talk with Edward in the car because Debbie said she hates awkward silences, and this man was just being reserved and quiet. So Debbie asked him if he had any tattoos and told him about her new tattoo, and she seemed excited, and he's like, nope. I'm not into tattoos. And he was just being super short with Debbie. And I don't know, it was just, I don't know if it was the editing TLC did or if he was really being like that, but he was coming off as super rude to me. And then Debbie told her date about her cats and asked him if he wanted to see her cats because obviously her cats are a very important role in her life. She has 8 cats. And he said, no, I'm good. And she showed them anyways. And he's like, oh yeah, she's quite cute. But she showed him after he said he didn't want to see him. And it's like, come on. It's like you're not even acting like you're interested in getting to know Debbie whatsoever. So then they go to this bar to have a drink, and the producers asked Edward what his first impression of Debbie was, and he said Debbie looked a lot older than he expected, to be honest. But he said he's enjoying being with her, and Debbie has the ability to talk a lot. And then they decide to order drinks, and Debbie gets like the biggest drink they have with over 6 shots in it, and he doesn't drink, so he just gets a tonic water. And Debbie was super frustrated because he's acting so uptight, and she just wishes he would have a few drinks and loosen up. So Edward was scared that Debbie was drinking so much that he was going to have to carry Debbie to and from the car, and he's afraid that Cole will meet him at the door again and be like, what the hell have you done to my mother? Especially after he was just telling Edward no funny business. So then Debbie and Edward started talking while they're having drinks, and Debbie was asking Edward about his experience on dating apps, and then Edward switched gears and asked Debbie what was her opinion about sex on the first date, and you could clearly see where Edward's head was at, and Debbie said she wasn't against it, but she didn't know, it depends. And Edward talked about how most guys his age need a blue pill, even guys in their 40s, but Edward bragged about the fact he was fortunate enough that he doesn't need a blue pill, and he's hoping to be having sex when he's in his 80s. And then Edward asked Debbie what she wanted to do after they left the bar, and you know, it really sounded like he was trying to suggest something, if you know what I mean. And she just giggled like a little schoolgirl, and she's like, how after are we talking? And Debbie told producers that she has no idea where this date is going, but she would like to think that it has a good outcome. And I'm thinking that Edward's about to go take Debbie to Pound Town after the way he was talking with her. So Edward asked Debbie again what she she would like to do afterwards, and Debbie said he could take her home and kiss her on the cheek. So he drives Debbie home and he walks her to the door and he asked her how the date was, and she said she really enjoyed it and she had a good time. But he told her he had a good time, but he said he didn't feel a love connection though. And Debbie handled it maturely like a champ. She said, I understand, that's okay, but you could tell she was really hurt. And Edward said he hoped they could still be friends and he would like that. And then they both awkwardly walked off, and Edward said he had to be honest with Debbie. So Debbie said she wasn't expecting him to tell her that they didn't have any type of connection. She was expecting him to say, oh, it was nice, maybe I'll give you a call, and give her a kiss on the cheek like they're talking about. But Debbie said she's now officially in the friend zone, and she doesn't want to be in the friend zone. She wants to be in the F zone. And Debbie just kept crying and crying, and the producers asked Debbie why she was crying, and she said it's hard putting yourself out there, especially after she was married for 27 years and a widow for 13 years, and her going out there and trying to meet people and getting rejected really hurt her. And Debbie explained she's happy with her life how it is right now with her cats, and she doesn't know if it's worth breaking her heart to keep trying to find someone who'll mend hers. So poor Debbie. I just feel so bad for Debbie. And this is pre-makeover Debbie, before she had that big makeover like a month ago. But I hope Debbie finds someone. I couldn't imagine having to put myself out there for the first time at the age of 69, because things are so different now, and rejection is hard and can really damage your self-esteem. But Debbie has to just keep putting herself out there, because even if you date someone and it doesn't work out, you learn more what you want and don't want in a relationship with each relationship you're in. And sometimes you got to go through rejections and a couple bad guys to really learn to appreciate a good guy when it comes around. So let's hope Debbie just doesn't give up so easily and go back to what's easy and comfortable, and that's just being at home with her cats and Colt. And Colt and Vanessa announced in the last episode that they're moving out of the house in 3 months, and Debbie has to find somewhere else to stay because they're ending the lease. And Debbie was freaking out because she doesn't know where she's going to go, and she has 8 cats, and she's like, what am I going to do? Just be on the streets with my cats? But I kind of feel like Debbie should have had a plan B and seen this coming, especially with Colt and Vanessa getting married, and they've been married for like over 6 months now. So she should want to be more independent for herself too, especially with her getting back out there dating again. So go get 'em, Tiger. Hopefully Debbie can find her next date goes a lot better than this last one, and Debbie can get out the friend zone and into the F zone like she wants. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this season and 90 Day the Single Life season 2 so far? I don't know. The only person I seem to really be interested in this season is Debbie. Besides that, everyone else I'm kind of, I don't know. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.